All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 24.
The final episode.
The final episode, and it doesn't seem to be a typical episode.
Right, because they resolved everything in the previous episode,
right.
So this episode could just be like
an epilogue style, like that Darker Than Black episode you mentioned.
Right, yeah,
in the
just like
discussion.
some fun filler.
Yeah. And while it might actually be something that's tied into the canon of the story, it doesn't have to be something that's directly, tied to the linear story we've been progressing through with, our current cast of characters.
Right. It could be a truly episodic episode.
Right.
Yeah.
On some level, if I have a specific desire, I would hope for something more kind of SOL character-centric.
Okay.
Something like you could go as goofy as like a following Gobta, like a day of Gobta.
I would want a day in the life of Gobta or a day in the life of the three adventurers, or potentially both of those combined into one.
Now, if they did it as a not comedy thing, I would want something that is maybe like something wild and out of left field, like showcasing the human side of things of the people reeling after Satoru, his in real life character's death.
Yeah, that would be
maybe
insane.
They tease a future story by showcasing someone else in there dying, and popping up in the new world.
Who knows?
Or something.
Yeah.
But this is going to be the last episode, and at the end of this reaction and discussion, we're going to let you know what we will be reacting to next. The Patreons have already voted and decided.
That's right.
So get hyped, y'all. New shows. Without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, we're going to be starting the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh,
ominous.
Very ominous. Blood moon. Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
I dig it.
Yeah. Whoa. All
right.
Ritual summoning.
Looks like.
Yeah.
I am all for this.
Whoa.
Oh, the summoning of a champion, maybe?
Or something more.
Whoa. Summoning a demon lord?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't say make them pay. You need to be specific.
Yeah. Oh. It's like an evil Roy Mustang.
You still haven't told him what he's gonna do.
Yeah. Well, this isn't going to end
Make
well.
them something. Make them bunny rabbits. Make them a slime.
Yep. Oh. Yep, they weren't specific enough.
Okay.
Well,
I think that's got to violate some kind of demon-like terms of service, though, to exact payment before they tell you what they're paying you for.
Right.
Like...
Now,
maybe
I think he's telepathic, and she said make them.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
He reads her mind.
He's just like, I get
all the details.
Make it suck for them. Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, that's gonna take actually a little bit more effort than usual.
Maybe a bit of creativity, because it's like, well, do I kill them or do I make them suffer or both? Or
now, who are these people though?
I have no idea.
I
have no idea.
I'm really curious to see if this ties as a mini one-off villain for Rimuru to have to deal with,
No, it's Gobta.
Gobta, oh my gosh. But it could be even a thing of where like Dwargon, for instance. Maybe they hunted down her lover or something.
Yeah.
For practicing necromancy or something. So she takes her magic or whatever and summons up a demon lord or whatever it is like. But hey, I guess demon lords are the future, so
Well, was that a demon lord or just a demon? And is there a difference? Because demon lords don't. That doesn't really mean much.
Oh,
So,
wait. No, that's a good point. This could be an actual, like,
demon,
like
you something that we need to
some
take
like
seriously.
Mephistopheles like level
Sure.
stuff,
Yeah.
servant of Asmodeus or something. Black and the Mask. Ooh, the mask. Oh, hey,
Wait a minute.
Shizue.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, this is in the past.
Cool. So I guess maybe it doesn't matter why the demon was summoned. Maybe
Right.
It's more of just now Shizue has to stop it.
Mm-hmm. It probably will be somewhat relevant why the demon was summoned eventually.
But it might not be like the main focus.
The main focus of the conflict, yeah.
Oh.
People to follow her on her mission.
Probably. He's a cougar.
Yeah. You're practically giving a passive stat buff to everyone here. Ooh. All right.
Okay.
But then how do they know where they were devoured if there's no trace?
Eyewitness account? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, how he was beaten in the past. Gotcha. That's cool. It makes him seem less omnipotent and more like it's tricky to defeat a demon.
Don't worry, 80% of you are cannon fodder.
Hey, realistic. Oh.
Did you read that mandatory
right
tagline? Yeah. This is railroads, my friend.
I think I saw a druid amongst their group here. He had a wooden staff and he was just...
Oh, nice.
And now he's gone. So they're hiding things.
Right, probably.
They're not being completely honest with everything.
So it's probably one of the higher ups in the kingdom, and they're doing this as a way to keep things covered up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, an archdemon.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Bring this back.
Gotcha.
But the idea of where the power of names comes from. Okay. He definitely has a name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first lie, is that he doesn't know the name.
Right. Group up and hit it till it dies.
Yeah. Whoa! All right.
These adventurers outnumber the guards, you realize that, right? And they're all armed.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
What?
All right. I was about to call BS DM logic, but all right.
He was a spy? Oh.
All right.
Well, how convenient.
All right. Need a paladin to do detect evil.
Detect
just-
evil, right?
Do you want to find out who the demons are, or kill the big demon? And
Oh, wow, he's just right here, isn't he? Wow. He looks like
Lelouch
Lelouch.
v Britannia commands you.
Yep. Uh-huh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's such a murder hobo thing to say. Oh.
What's your name?
Yep. Yep. Ha! Joke's on you, I'm
Wrong
immune to
element,
fire.
buddy.
Yep.
Yeah. Fire cannot kill a dragon.
Well, this actually is convenient because if he's a servant of, hell, basically, he might have an affinity for fire. So,
Right, uh-huh.
so she's just like,
Yeah.
joke's on you.
Yeah.
All right, Marshall moves. Here we go.
But her fire abilities probably wouldn't have any effect
Oh.
on him either.
This soundtrack is good.
Yeah. Clearly, this is where the animation budget from the last few episodes went.
I mean, it's relatively simple, but yeah.
But it's not like still frames moving around.
Yeah. Ha, black in the mask. Nice.
Oh, nice. That'd be hilarious if, like, the flames ended up killing all the other people here, too. The conflagration just torches,
Yeah.
dozens of people.
Right.
Is it though?
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wait. What? Hold on a second.
What?
You can't just throw those words out.
What?
Okay. That's how this is plot relevant.
He's like, I'm out, peace. Legendary
Goodbye.
items. Some
Super mega artifact. All right.
yeah.
I'm done.
Magic item. So he was more interested in concealing his identity than he was about.
Sure, probably.
Huh. Progenitors. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Whoa. Don't just throw that word around. Gotcha. And then
And black.
Noir. Gotcha.
So there's only 3 of them?
Oh. When he said you can call me Kuro, he's basically saying you can call me Black.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, he's a demon. This is where the secrets are revealed. About what actually is going on. Ah. Here we go. He's the actual leader. And then he sits in the middle throne.
Yeah.
Well.
So.
His voice. I recognize his voice. The guy in the middle. Oh, the one that sealed the...
Oh.
Whoa. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, so this other demon coming in is now
screwing up
the other demon's stuff. Oh, dang. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Be serious.
Wait, is this maybe Vanir from Konosuba?
It does sound a little bit like him,
but
yeah.
it might not be. I don't know. Well, okay.
Well, he caught the blade.
So they didn't die. Okay. Oh, yes, I'm well aware.
We were just...
Greater Demon General. Oh.
Well...
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's
really
legit.
Cool. Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh. Oh, nice.
Right. And this is the person he's after.
Yep. Far too low.
Yeah.
Far too low.
Oh.
It's like, you're annoying. Stop talking. He still doesn't have his arm back. He doesn't have his arm back. The blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! You're a servant! Oh! A dependent, even.
Right.
Oh! No more immortality for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Ha! If we can keep our stories straight.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Builds her legend even more, though.
Yeah.
And then we reveal that this guy was a demon all along as well.
He was the demon Blue.
Or more specifically, like, they hinted at the idea of like the devil, like the supreme, Asmodeus or something like that.
Right.
Because how he said, like, the whole idea of a name thing is like The one that reigns at the top.
Yeah,
I don't think he was talking about like some kind of god.
Well,
or
he
something.
could have been talking about Red, theoretically.
Possibly.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. So this is building up a future antagonist for a future season.
Right.
Ah. And he was the one that was looking from behind the tree in episode 22.
Wait, would later be summoned by Rimuru and receive a name Diablo? Hold on a second.
Okay, that was a fun little mini side story for Shizue.
It really was. It was great for world building. It had fun action, had little twists, even though it was very obvious that there was going to be some sort of twist or whatever coming, because a lot of it was very like sort of ham-fisted with the way they went about things. But it still worked because it wasn't the obvious things that I thought it was going to be.
Right. It ended up being more of a spat between demons that were each kind of vying for specific things within this kingdom, and the kingdom basically suffered for it because they were dealing with demons already.
And here's something I will say. One, I love the idea of spats between demons. Anytime you have antagonistic kind of forces that are then fighting against each other, that's very interesting to me.
It's very interesting.
Because then it is a lot more rooted in the motivations of the characters than sort of the easier thing to do with the main characters that's usually like, oh, these guys are going to do something bad, we have to stop them, right?
Yep.
But here, especially, these people felt like demons.
Yeah.
One of the issues that I had with some of the demon lords they introduced later in the series is that they didn't feel like demons. It's just like, okay, these people are powerful mages or just, sugoi, super strong.
They're basically the same, on the same thing of, those that bonded with a major spirit, but they have less personality to them.
Exactly.
Because the spirit part isn't actually its own entity. It's just a new power ceiling.
Exactly. It's just a tagline to basically say, hey, this person's powerful.
Strong,
right. And it's supposed to be different than just them being named, for instance. Right. But which is kind of weird because all the demon lords that we've seen were named. So the idea that there's a demon lord that is powerful enough to be an archdemon, but it's not named yet, but then being named makes it an archdemon. No. Right, not a demon lord, it's just a demon. Right, that's right.
What it is
the difference between that.
Right. Yeah. There are levels of demons, and then all the demons in their levels and stuff generally aren't named. None of them are given names.
Makes sense,
Because the idea is that they are basically just monsters.
Yeah, and
monsters don't get names.
And I love that they had the naming be important because in lore, even when you're not talking about like, the way they deal with names in this series, the idea of a demon's name, especially, it'll usually be this connotation of like this true name, and it'll be very important, usually give you some modicum of control or whatever. So the idea that it being a big deal for these demons, even if it's in a slightly different way, that's really cool.
Yeah. I agree. And also his proper build-up, I would say, for season 2. Because I wasn't really too excited about a second season of Slime. Because of the way that they rushed through seemingly a lot of really badly adapted source material.
And even if that was... And it could just be a bad adaptation, but it made it almost seem like there could have been potentially light novels that you could have just like left out,
That too. So it felt like they were trying to shove in light novels that didn't need to be here.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But with this year, they got into a lot of the world building stuff and conflict things that I'm excited to see fleshed out, like that whole thing with the mask and being like an infinite time whatever thing.
I think it relates to the time loop thing that we were talking about. The idea of her being a being that is currently operating outside of certain rules regarding time, and the mask is basically an anchor for that. So the mask basically holds a pocket infinity kind of
however
element
that works,
within it. And I love that it's something that we don't have to have explained.
Right.
Because
it's another sense of wonder to add into the world.
Well, right, but let's think about it also story-wise. A lot of times when these types of stories have some kind of super fantasy magic item, well, they'll explain it for the audience's sake. But if you think about Shizue's circumstance here, there's literally no reason for her to talk about it because she's in an encounter with an enemy.
Yes.
Why would she talk about this magic item that has literally just saved her life?
Yeah, like
against an arc demon.
It's almost as silly as saying, no, I'm not quite immune to fire damage. That thing did do something. Except in that case, because originally I was like,
he was just laughing. He's having fun.
Exactly. He's laughing. He's having fun. And because, we later find out that he's in this situation where it's like, no, he was fine. He was perfectly fine. Yeah. But the fact that he's like, he's wanting to commend Shizue, he's like, no, this is serious.
You're actually not bad.
That caused me pain. Good job. Like,
right. Oh no, my 600 hit points, I lost 2 of them.
Right, exactly. Oh. You got past my fire resistance 100. You know, that's impressive. Like, let it be known.
But I like also the idea that what is literally now Diablo.
Or will be Diablo. Rimuru apparently summons him and names him, which is
hilarious because what is going to happen if Rimuru actually names? No, there's no way.
Well, but they said Rimuru is going to name him Diablo.
I think they said that Rimuru is going to encounter
and name.
Oh my god! If he's doing that, then I believe you.
Which is great because this is the.
Is that supposed to be that Rimuru is just making a video game reference at this point?
Maybe
because I know it just means the devil, basically.
Right, exactly.
But the idea is that is Rimuru almost creating the devil amongst the archdemons kind of cohorts.
But there might be already a different the devil.
What if we have like an Asmodeus out there?
Right, exactly.
Who's just like, who's this upstart that they're calling Diablo?
He's like, I'm the devil, bitch.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Well, fight me for it. You know?
Yeah, I'm so badass. I don't need to be color coordinated or something.
The idea of how the idea of how they built up these characters and the fact that, and even though his design is very much like edgy Lelouch, you know, type thing
with eye powers and everything,
with eye powers and that little bit of red hair and whatnot, you know, and
we had seen him before though. He was the one stalking. He was the one stalking them right outside the city when they left. I think it was the end of episode 23.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When Ranga and Rimuru left, and Rimuru was riding Ranga, you saw this guy, this edgy-looking guy, behind a tree, just kind of pop out and just kind of go,
Okay.
Just kind of look at them.
But it's that's
what that is.
It's that kind of thing that makes him feel like an actual like powerful demon. On top of the fact that he probably has some sort of transformation, he had his arm and things like that. And I know that I guess there's a difference between demon lords and demons, but when I think demon lord, I think lord of the demons, right?
Which is not what that is.
A lord among demons, but instead it's something else that doesn't seem to have any correlation to actual demon power. Well, from what we've seen thus far.
I think what's assumed is that they might get their power maybe from the same dimension that demons do. Maybe it's a form of sorcery where they have spirits of demons within them.
But the idea that basically they make that, even though it was, you know, a super edgy character design, it's something that makes me know that at least this person takes themselves seriously.
Yes.
And is going for the like, I'm an evil bad guy kind of, you know, style. Even if he maybe ends up teaming up with Rimuru at a future point, because that's something that with some of the demon lords, it's like, oh, I'm a demon lord fairy. I'm a demon lord, you know, just dude with a sword. Or I can't remember the look of that one guy that had the servant that was causing trouble. But
then we have Leon and
right, and Cromwell. Like, I love the idea that he is a demon
vampire.
Lord, the vampire is the other one.
No, I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm just saying he gives me the vibe of an elder vampire.
He gives me the vibe of like a beyond level 20 mage. Like, he's just a wizard that has been around for a very long time, and he's very good.
I gotcha. Yeah, but the other one has a more elf vampire type look.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah. Okay, so we end up having a lot of stuff to tie into world building stuff here, just specifically. But one of the things that's kind of interesting about the whole summoning thing at the very beginning was that how easy it was. Now, I think it's just because they wanted to get it over with and just show that it happened. Someone lost someone they loved and did a whole blood ritual, like probably some taboo magic of some kind, right?
There were lives being exchanged for,
literally,
and their own too,
and their own,
So that might like if they wanted to have some explanation, it could be that helped it. You know,
had to give your soul.
Right, exactly. Like giving of yourself is more important than giving of someone else, because just getting random orphans and just being here, take their souls.
Or then having basically enough arcane practice users,
right,
in order to make it happen, which was the equivalent of basically what Leon was doing by himself, that everyone else is doing in order to summon a champion. But I actually find it rather interesting that an archdemon could be summoned essentially by
a single
person and make it be so simple, and that they would then be bound by contract to do these things because they were summoned.
Well, and I don't think it's something where he had to take the contract, like it's like you do all this thing to summon them and being like, hey, here's what I want you to do, I'll give you all this stuff.
I think they have to provide a sufficient price, but it didn't seem like there was a thing of like, oh, just do this thing, I'll give you everything. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna take this guy. I'm gonna take you.
Right.
And,
there's the usual stuff that I would charge that won't quite cover it. So I'll just take everything. Yeah. But he seemed like excited to do this.
Well, it seemed like more that he was bored.
Right. Exactly. And he's like, oh, you really want this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think he played with that, but it did seem like this was I keep my promises kind of thing, where it's not necessarily just that he has moral upstanding character,
but the idea that like when a demon signs a contract, they're bound to it as well.
Right, it's part of demon law within their like part of the reason why they are maybe so powerful just in general is they have certain things that they're
law of equivalent exchange, whatever. The super mega overlord, demon that was kind of potentially mentioned by the other archdemon.
That is a good point.
Is that sort of Asmodeus that's like, hey, we play by the rules. We're not savages here, But yeah.
But hey, we have another pseudo power ceiling introduced.
Yep.
One that is directly potentially antagonistic towards Rimuru. One that is not necessarily immediately antagonistic towards Rimuru.
That's true.
Because the idea that Diablo, which I'm now excited to call him Diablo now, recognized the mask on Rimuru, and that Rimuru could probably transform, into the Shizue type form, is going to basically give maybe Rimuru that breather bit of, oh, so you're the reincarnation essentially of Shizue. How interesting.
Oh, Shizue? In a way, yeah. We met once.
Yeah, and they could have basically a simple conversation before it comes to any kind of blows or what have you. Because I'd assume that as an archdemon, he can probably divine a lot of Rimuru's nature and with just a simple glance.
And is he an archdemon or is he something beyond that? Because I forget what they called the three demons that.
It's an archdemon. Okay. They said basically that there are demons,
the progenitors. That's what they were called.
Right. The progenitors, right?
Yeah.
So these are the original demons, basically.
Right. Something like that.
The parent demons.
Right. Basically. And I love the idea that they gave a specific number of them, because then it makes the fact that he is, stupid powerful and stuff feel less arbitrary.
Right.
Because like when there were just like a couple demon lords, and again, different things, I get that. But it was like, oh, okay, a demon lord. All right. But then there were so many of them. It's like, okay, it's the supply and demand thing, it sort of inflated the market. Whereas here, we know, okay, there's just three of these beings, as far as we know, since they just mentioned the three colors, right?
Right.
So this guy is actually a big deal.
Yeah. Red, white, and black, though.
Yep.
All they need is yellow, and then...
Sure. Yeah. No, together they form a newspaper.
Ah, right.
Yep.
This is one of those bloody nun jokes, right?
Yeah, chainsaw fights, yeah. Yep.
Black, white, and red all over.
Oh,
all right, so that's the end of Reincarnated as a Slime.
Yep.
Season 2, I believe, will probably be a thing if this is just the way they're ending the thing here.
Like, let out news that there will be a Season 2.
Yeah, it seems like the show has the legs to keep going.
Right. Now, especially with this episode.
I have to emphasize that, though.
Yeah.
Especially with this episode.
Right.
Like, we noticed a slight bit of a downgrade when Shizue died.
Yeah.
But they had some little, like, fun, city simulator building group thing. They had the orcs, they had Geld and all that. There were some cool things that they still did in the meantime. But once they brought in the kids, things started to be rushed, seemed really tacked on.
Even once they brought in Milim, they still did some good things with Milim, but Charybdis or whatever. Charybdis.
It was sufficient.
Yeah,
it was sufficient.
Right.
I think though that if they want to do the second season well, they need to have a plot that is somewhat entirely episodic, I would say.
Okay.
With specific tie-ins via characters in the world threaded throughout, or go full linear and have this just be the arc of demons and demon lords. And then you can do some really cool things where it becomes actually a more intrigue-based plot where you have, a higher arc demon that's named.
Right,
and exactly. That causes a whole mess of things in the demon, whatever world.
Right.
And then their battle is brought here. Mm-hmm. The demon lords themselves have to choose sides. Yeah. You then have Rimuru basically trying to maintain peace and order amongst the nations or whatever. Yeah. But then things just go into full-blown chaos and conflict. Sure. And there you go.
Yep. And that would maybe explain some of the choices that they made here, because it did seem like they were sort of assembly line rushing the demon lords out, which could be trying to lay the foundations for
a future conflict,
what's coming next.
And that's understandable. I just know that they were probably also trying to build up Shizue's relevance potentially, because she might be not necessarily completely gone from the story due to some time shenanigans.
Time stuff changes the game.
Exactly. Yeah. So they were like, we need to remind everyone about Shizue. Mm-hmm. Here we're going to have a light novel, a source of the manga or whatever, specifically focused on some of the good that Shizue did in the world, and then remind us of that via Rimuru's, I would say, devotion, or maybe the duty he feels still to Shizue.
Well, and when
her legacy.
And when he devoured her, did he get some of her memories?
He got a lot of her persona, basically. Right. He basically got an aspect of her desires and what it is, like her soul, her will.
Exactly. There's a connection there that they could use to have some of this stuff be something that Rimuru either is aware of or becomes aware of, either directly or potentially also through Diablo.
Yeah.
But yeah. But
good
episode though.
Good episode. Good episode. Nice and simple.
Great opening to set the tone for everything.
The cold open before the OP was really good.
Yeah.
It set the tone basically for the entire thing and let us know, hey, this is not your usual slime episode.
Right, this is going to be serious.
It's going to be much more serious,
Yep.
And I wasn't super impressed by the fight stuff in the immediate bit, but now that I look back on it, I go, yeah, actually that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I also
certainly much better than that random dragon fight.
I also like the ability of, when you're doing a prequel here, you can do almost anything with newly introduced characters, because there's no mention of them in the current present.
You can kill them off.
Which means you can kill that stupid minister and the king there, just for the rule of cool for your new Kuro or Diablo.
Yeah.
Which I love that they had that be a reveal, because that was the last thing of the episode or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's
and it's information that we shouldn't even really have yet. It's if anything, it's more of hey, wait for season 2.
Wait for season 2,
because that's what's coming, kind of.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. They might have been a little bit self-aware that they were forced to
rush things
in the latter half, and then they're like, wait, hold on, let's do this little backstory episode, and that will tantalize people, and we can just name drop.
And on a high note,
we can name drop our future antagonist, kind of, or even potential future ally of Rimuru.
Right, exactly. So, yeah.
What if he gets a name, and because he was named by Rimuru,
you're all right.
Diablo becomes a good guy, and that's the twist, is that Diablo is there,
what I hope is that maybe he becomes a good guy, but he's still okay, you're cool. I'm not a servant of yours. I'm not a part of your Tempest.
He's neutral
Federation. He's
evil instead of chaotic
exactly.
evil.
He's I got my own thing, but you're cool. You're all right. Yeah. You're all right.
Actually, no. He would probably shift from chaotic to lawful. That would be probably what I would see. Is that his personality would be rather, I'm having fun and stuff here.
Sure.
But I could see that he maybe has an aspect of who he decides to be in connection and bond with, making him a bit of a lawful evil.
Like,
type.
you did me a solid, you know, so I'll keep that in mind.
You know, an imperious kind of thing there, where he's just like, I am God. Obviously, everyone does what I desire.
How many days would Rimuru be liquefied after naming
demon,
an progenitor demon, like because just with the ogres, it was just like what, the 6 of them or whatever, and that was enough when it was like from like 300 goblins.
But how would he change too?
I have no idea.
Especially since that's obviously some kind of false form that he's showing there.
Right.
So that's not what he really looks like. But what if it's that he ends up losing his other form? It's just that he's forced to look like this with just like bat wings and stuff. And he's like, oh, that form is now too evil for me. I can't transform. And it's not like he loses power, but he's just like, I was a regal being of raw demonic energy.
Or
how?
Or Rimuru names him and he's like, that's cute. It doesn't really do much for me at this point.
Oh.
But that's adorable. I appreciate the thought, you know?
Right.
Like it is the thought that counts after all, and I will use that name, you know, even though you aren't really maybe strong enough to actually cause me to evolve to some higher level.
I hope it's not a thing of where he comes in and basically just plays I'm a friend of Shizue's too. And Rimuru just names him, and he ends up creating basically the ultimate evil that he has to fight, like, way down the line. That's something that totally makes sense for them to do. But I would more like it to be a thing of where he's somewhat of a good guy.
Right.
And like, just kind of this ace in the hole that Rimuru has against all these stupid demon lords.
I want him to be like the trickster, where Rimuru, he doesn't necessarily always help Rimuru, but, you know, but they can bring him in when they need him, kind of, as sort of like a sort of Deus Ex Machina, but, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that could be fun.
Good episode, though.
All right, y'all. So we have the announcement. The next show that we'll be watching after That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is Dorororo. Not Durararara, but Dorororo. Yes. So every Wednesday from here on out, Dororo will be our new show that we'll be watching. If you want to watch the first episode of our reactions to Dororo and the discussion for all that, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there, assuming we don't have to deal with any, you know, insane copyright shenanigans. Full-length reactions will be there as well. And any level of support gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about, you know, our thoughts on Slime now that we've finished it thus far. You know, no manga or light novel spoilers or anything like that, or just anime in general or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.